welcome to the Lil Talk Show with a new episode with Big Sam. How are you doing, man?
I've been chilling. I've been working really hard. A lot's going on. I'm just having fun living life.
Absolutely, man. And you've been making big waves lately in the crossover news with a call out for Keith Burke. So tell me how that kind of started.
You know, I just I just seen him, and I was like, I want to fight him. I'm doing something that a lot of influencers are scared to do. It's a lot of people calling me out, a lot of no names, and the names that are calling me out are the same ones I gave opportunities, but they chose other things to do. So I seen Keith Burke. I think he's a beast. I'm 0-2. Oh well. You take fights on circumstances and you do what you got to do to make things happen. My first two fights, the first fight was just a week notice. The second fight, I lost all that weight to take. So you take your wins and losses. A lot of people make fun of it, but it's life.
Man, I mean, I know you've been putting in work recently, and it's been a little bit since your last fight. So how's training been going, and how have things improved recently?
Man, I feel a lot better. I'm gonna try to fight at a comfortable weight. I've been doing a lot of running, a lot of running. I'm doing 6 miles at my sizes. It's incredible. But with this interview, it's a lot of things that we got to talk about. It's a lot of things we got to get off. I got to get off my chest. It's a lot of things, nothing bad. It's just, it's a lot of things that's got to be said. With the people that's calling me out, people saying I'm dodging them, people saying I won't show up to fights. It's a lot. But it's just life. I'm getting my followers up. I'm at 51K.
Yeah,
Over 50
congratulations,
million
man.
views, over 14 million profile visits. Man, it's just getting started.
Yeah, man, dude, and talk about, because I know, lots of people have been calling you out. You had your beef with Lesra, and then now Lil Nuke's been calling you out a lot. So is it, and
Well,
I
I'm
know
I'm
you've
I'm
talked about the followers and stuff like that have been, kind of an issue. So go into a little bit more detail about that.
Okay, I'm gonna address both situations. So Lil Nuke, he's cool, he's cool, but he spends more time trying to call me out than actually working. He trains in his room. That's besides the point. I have DMs from me and Lil Nuke. I'm the reason he has post up. I told him, hey, if you trying to do this influencer thing, you need to post stuff of yourself. Oh, okay, I'm gonna do it. Blah blah. And he's just now doing it, and I see everything. He has been blowing me up. I just been watching. It's nothing to talk about. And Lesra, his fat ass, man, he's 400 pounds. He's like, I'm not trying to be this way. This is not me. It's me, but it's not me. Like, he had a chance to fight me. He chose to fight another dude. They said they wouldn't fly me out. They said they would fly me out when it come time to fight. They chose to get Trey. He didn't want that fight. And I see him calling me out. It's no need for me to respond. I'm doing millions. I have videos with 20 million views. I'm a viral sensation. I'm an influencer. I'm a content creator. Boxing. This is for my resume. This isn't. I'm not going around here saying, "Hey, man, I want to fight." Yes, I want to fight, but I'm in the ICB rankings. Why would I do a non-sanctioned backyard? I look at everything that I go through. I took my losses. Yeah, I lost to Nack, man. God bless him and his wife. God bless him. But at the end of the day, I'm not going down. I'm only going up. If I don't get
Yeah.
fights because I choose not to fight, that's cool. But I'm not going down. I'm not fighting Lesnar. That's he's 400 pounds, and he wants to be like me so bad. Like his last fight, he's talking about he's 281. He has a muffin top. He's way bigger than me. So, him like the same thing with the fan. If he gives me 10,000 or he puts his house up on the line, same thing with Lil Nuke. Lil Nuke, if he puts his house on the line, we can fight. I'm gonna take his house.
Yeah, man, I mean, I know you have a lot of people calling you out. And that's a thing, you constantly posting content on your Instagram, and you post on your YouTube as well. Does it frustrate you a lot seeing a lot of these creators or people that call themselves creators that aren't creating at all?
It doesn't frustrate me because at the end of the day, I'm shooting at least 3-4 videos a day. Like remember, I'm an actor as well. I've done a movie. I'm working on a second movie. I know how to read scripts. I know how to do everything. This boxing is for the resume. I'm just doing this to do this because I actually like boxing. It's getting me in shape. But I'm not Little Nuke, man. I've told him what he needs to do. He cares more about trying to tag me and post saying I'm scared. We never agreed to a fight. He went from trying to be bro. Like, man, when I said I was gonna sign my fight shorts, and he was begging. He was begging. So it's like he went from being a childhood idol to now it's beef because he had another fight that he didn't fight, and now he's getting on all these breakout and all these interviews begging. Like, why are you begging? I'm shooting content. I'm an influencer. I'm gonna be fighting on big platforms very soon. IFL is a big platform, but I'm talking about I'm going up, up, up. Like I'm trying to actually fight in the Olympics. Like I'm trying to go pro down the line years from now. But I, what's the point of me going back? Like you're only supposed to elevate. You're not supposed to go down. Like yeah, me and Lil Nuke, we could spar. We could spar. Same with Lesra. We could spar. But and Lesra, he lives in Atlanta. My mom's from Atlanta. My whole all my aunts are out there. I've asked him several times, could he send me an address? I could drive the 6 hours to go sparring, but he's avoiding it. Then he wants to get on Twitter and say, man, you're ducking me, you're ducking me, I'm ducking me. Man, come on, man. He's not even in the ICB rankings. He wants me to fight a non-sanctioned fight in the backyard. Come on.
You're ICB ranked, and I know you've had your fights, 2 fights under your belt now. So, is there anybody besides Keith that you kind of have your eye on these rankings, or is it really just to kind of get your get back and then get into the scene more?
It's a lot of fights I want. I'm actually really trying to fight the best. Like, I'm not scared. Like Keith, I love Keith, man. We got on a Zoom, we got on an interview Discord, we talked, man. He's cool. I want the fight to happen, but I'm only trying to get better. You don't want to be known as the person that milked wins. Nick Nack, yeah, he was tough, he was cool, but I could have beaten him if I didn't lose all that weight. My body was done. I lost 40 pounds in 30 days. So for that fight, I went from 323 to 280 or 230, 330 to 280. I did that for the fight. My first fight, I was 311. I went all 3 rounds. The only reason the fight got stopped because my mouth guard kept coming out. It was my first time ever fighting in a fight. That's how I met Albert, man. Me and Albert started boxing. Me and Albert fought on the same card together. So I'm not scared to fight anybody. That's why would I? I'm an entertainer. I'm not a boxer for real. I'm an entertainer. I smoke Pringles. So me stepping into the ring to fight the best, that's what I'm supposed to do.
No, yeah, and I think that's awesome too. And has crossover boxing, was it always like an interest of yours being an influencer, or was it just kind of, did the opportunity kind of present itself?
See, I'm gonna speak on that. I was reaching out to those brands. I was reaching with the first people I fought with. They didn't respond to me when I didn't have followers. As soon as I hit like 17K, I got a text from one of the promoters. Hey, we need you to fight such and such. I know it's a week notice. Boom, I took it. With this influencer shit, really, it's really with followers. You gotta yeah, man. And if I fight Little Nuke or Lorenz, I'm putting them on. I'm putting them on Box Rec like me. I'm putting them on what's my guy I just talked to last night? What he's so mate. I'm up there with like Ryan Garcia. What's the fight? What's the fight? The fight page? That's crazy.
Is it Outcast?
Garden. It's Garden. It's Garden.
Fight Garden.
Yes, I'm up there.
Yeah.
If I fight them boys, I'm putting them on. So it's no problem to do it, but they got to do more than just troll and beg. You got to put work in with this, bro. I've been making videos since 2017. And when I smoked that Pringle 2018, it started really picking up 2019, 2020. So I have over 600 videos on my YouTube channel. I got 545 on my Instagram. I got videos on Reddit. I got videos everywhere. This is a grind, bro. I can't give somebody that hasn't put work in a shot, bro. You have to work, man. There's like one of my boxing buddies told me, this isn't nobody can come up off your name, So that's why I don't respond. I don't get on lives no more with people. I'm not entertaining this. Like I got responsibilities. I'm training. I'm working hard. I just finished school. I'm doing a lot, So at the end of the day, man, I got God on my side, but I'm not entertaining a bunch of nobodies. If you want an opportunity, you got to work or you got to put some money behind it. Simple.
That's another thing I want to ask you about, is because for a while I did see you on the lives, and doing interviews and face to face with a couple of different people, and I know you did some lives with Rich as well, my boy. So when actual potential opponents come up, is that something you'd be down to keep doing?
Yeah, I'm taking any fight as long as they have a name, because me having 50,000 followers, I'm doing over 15,000 story views. I'm doing millions of views on videos. Why would I go down to fight Keith? He has 20K, but he has a belt, he has a name, and he's doing something big for Dublin. Like he knows Conor McGregor, like he's out there. But I'm talking about like the Lorenzas, the Nukes, bro. They spend more time. I got some money right now. Says Lesnar's at least 340, 500, 400 pounds. He's not working. I see his tweets. Yeah, I get on Twitter, repost shit. That's really for OnlyFans. Like I got a lot of girls that create content and I'm really close with, so I promote them. But for me just saying I'm gonna argue with somebody, nah, I can't do it. That's just not me. I'm putting content out, I'm making videos, I'm going viral, I'm on ridiculousness. I just had a second video get on ridiculous, so we're just waiting. So
That's
yes,
awesome, dude.
sir.
Congratulations on that. Yeah, I mean, it's cool to see, you creating your content because it's definitely different from a lot of different people, a
Yes,
lot of
sir.
people's content in this scene, but it's awesome. And you've been able to capitalize it a lot. And do you find, when you first started out, finding success with this, did you find it hard, having to like keep your ground, to stay, yourself?
Yeah, me, I'm positive. I got God on my side. I've never changed. Sometimes I argue with people, but at the end of the day, it's no need for me to argue. I got a good supporting team around me. I'm actually finna move to Cali for a little bit. I'm gonna go out there with Jonah for a little bit, maybe a couple months. I'm not moving out there long. I'm probably gonna go out there, get a little gig, train, do some movies. But with this life being said, it's hard. Bro. I was in Little Nuke's place. I was in Lorenzo's place. I was at when I smoked the Pringle, I had 4,000 followers, 2018. I got third-degree burns from lighting myself on fire, and my dad was upset at me. So he told me to stop doing videos, and I had a little code when I smoked that Pringle. I said, we smoking big Pringles and and it's one of the biggest memes. It's Twitter gifs everywhere. Like I'm all over the place. And that was 2018. It's still going viral. So and then you got a lot of people copying my videos. Everybody's smoking food now, but I don't smoke weed or anything. I'm actually smoking the food, but everybody's putting weed inside food. I'm a trendsetter. I did a movie with Fat Boy SSE. I met Justina Valentine. I met Shiggy. Man, I boxed with Boot Gang, which is John Cabana now. I met Albert. Me and him talk on the phone from once in a while, but he's doing his thing. I'm proud of him. Me and Slap for Cash were really close. I lost to Nack, man. He's became really close. So at the end of the day, I'm not a bad person, but I do have my beliefs. And I used to argue with them boys, but I'm too old for that. So it's time to either we're gonna get yourself big to get fights, or you're gonna sit on Twitter all day, and that's just not me.
And dude, that's it's cool that you say that because there's a small creator in the scene named DDK, and he said almost the exact same thing in his YouTube video. It's that a lot of people are fighting to get clout instead of getting clout and then fighting. So
They're doing it backwards.
exactly. Yeah. It's unfortunate because this scene has originated because it was a way to build your brand. It wasn't let's fight and build my brand through fighting. It was let's build my brand, let's fight to make it even bigger. So I think it's dope. I think it's dope that you're still able to do that. And I'm excited
Yes,
to
sir.
see you fight again, man. I know it's been a little bit, but I'm excited, man, and I wanted to ask one last question. Is there a
Yes, sir.
message you have to future opponents or Keith specifically?
I know, I want to say I love Keith, man. We've been chopping it up back and forth. We just made Explorer page with us. I look to fight him. I'm in talk to somebody else to try to get another fight. Right now I got two fights that I'm trying to get. I'm trying to fight at least 4 or 5 times this year. I would love to spar Little Nuke. I would love to spar Lorenzo, but as Lesra, as to fighting him, they got to do more. You can't come up. You got to work. Like, and that's what Cat Williams was saying in his big interview. It's a lot of lazy people that are trying to bottom feed off of the people up. Like, my boy Coach Progressor, he told me, he was like, Sam, you're doing a wonderful job, but you cannot give people that aren't working opportunities. Nobody can come up off your name. And me, I had to learn that. Man, I'm doing millions of views. Why am I arguing with somebody with 500 followers that don't have a name that's trying to, and they're not going to beat me. Like I'm really a great boxer. The knick-knack fight, man, my legs weren't no excuses. I lost a lot of weight, man. Before the fight, I damn near got sick. My pee was like super clear. Like, man, I was drinking so much water, man. I was doing so much, man. I felt dehydrated, but we can't make excuses. If me and Nick Nack rematch, we rematch. But that's my dog, man. I appreciate him beating me down like that, man. That changed my life, man. Like in a perspective to where I feel good. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna do what I gotta do, but I'm not gonna argue with nobody. It's no need. I got God on my side.
Absolutely, man. Dude, I want to thank you again for giving your time to come onto the show. You're the homie. I want to see you fight again very, very soon. I
Yes,
know
sir.
you've been
Yes, sir.
working hard. I know you've been grinding with the videos. I fucking
Yes,
love
sir.
it,
Yes, sir.
man. Dude, it's awesome. And again, thank you so much.
And before I go, I gotta say one more thing. I appreciate you, Joey. People like you, I support you because you're not taking no shortcuts. You're consistently working. You're doing what you gotta do. You're not beefing with anybody. And I see people try to argue with you. I see everything on Twitter, but you got God on your side. You're on your way. Real recognize real, man. God bless you, and I'll see you soon. All right.
I
Peace.
appreciate it. God bless, man.